Hi everybody, Lauren here from Grace and Grit Wellness. Today I'm doing a video on yoga props, and some of them I guess would be considered maybe not yoga props, but I consider them yoga props. So I'm going to show you what I have laid out in front of me today. I've been telling people I'm going to do this video for a while, and today I brought out my bolster, which I'm sitting on right now, which is the biggest prop I have. So I figured, okay, I might as well just throw everything out here and do this video, get it done. All right, so one of the reasons to use props is to help your body's alignment and make the pose fit you. You know, it doesn't mean because I use a block in every class that I'm not good enough. You know, a lot of people, oh, I don't need props, I'm good. Well, they can give you a different sensation in a pose, and they can even help you activate muscles that you wouldn't really activate in that pose, or they can train you to be able to activate those muscles. So there's a lot of things that you can do with props. Also, I do have chronic pain, and I work with people who are in pain. So a lot of people know that about me, but you should know that. I've had pain ever since high school, everywhere, foot, knee, hip, back, shoulder, neck, all of those things. So I can relate to a lot of different people when they have pain. So I use props in my classes to give options for people who are in pain, and also the previous reasons I gave you. So first, before we go on, I do want to give a shout out to my friend Alicia at Arrowtown Designs. She made me this lovely sign. So beautiful. She surprised me with it, and I just adore it. It's just so cool, and it smells good. So she is a woodworker from Michigan. She lives in Lowell, and she does amazing work. So check her out, Arrowtown Designs. She has some really cool stuff right now for Christmas. One where she makes like a shadow profile of the side of your face. So you send in a picture, and she can cut it out in wood and make this cute little ornament. She can do your dog, your children, you know, whoever. It's so neat. She's so creative, and I love her. All right, back to yoga. The first prop, so we'll start off when I go to a yoga class. So sometimes my props depend, or always depend, on what I'm doing, what I'm feeling, what time I have for that day. So sometimes I'll just roll out the mat, do some things really quick, and that's all I have today. Or sometimes I don't feel like I need the props, or I don't feel like getting them out, and that's okay. But if I'm really going deep into a somatic yoga session where I want to get some body work and maybe some muscular relief, some pain relief, I will use a multitude of toys. So if I'm going to a yoga class, I am going to grab, so this is me going to a yoga class at a studio. That hasn't happened in a while. I'm going to grab a bolster. This is Hugger Mugger. I really like this brand. It's dense. It's really dense. In my classes, instead of a bolster, if people don't have bolsters, I have them use a pillow, but pillows just aren't this. This is just so good, and we can use it for so many things. But this one does run a little pricey. You can get cheaper ones, more or less expensive ones, but I just don't like them as much as this sweet guy. So bolster. And then when I'm going to a yoga class, I will also grab a blanket. Now, this is a Mexican blanket. Wool blankets are also good. You want something that doesn't give a lot, so a fleece blanket isn't really that great. I'll have one of these. If I'm doing something like shoulder stand where I need support or more restorative, I'll have multiple blankets. So I did bring a couple. I think I have 3 or 4 Mexican blankets. I don't use multiple very often, but it's nice to have them. So we have that. And then I'll also, for my class, grab a strap. This is an 8-foot strap, but at home I also have a 10-foot strap. And it's really nice to have 2 straps as well. You can do fun things. But you often don't see a lot of fun things in class unless you have the ability and you have those props there. But I'd love to teach, more things with multiple straps, but it's hard to require everybody to buy this, and this. All right, so I'll also grab 2 blocks. In my classes, I just have everybody bring 1 block because once again, I don't want to overwhelm them, but 2 blocks is always better than 1. And let's see, a yoga class, if I'm feeling really anxious or just feeling off and I need to ground and feel heaviness and secure, then I grab a sandbag. So I do not know how much this weighs. It really depends on how much sand you put in the bag, but it's heavy. And it's nice to put over the hips, or if you had 2, over the arms, just to feel some weight, kind of similar to a weighted blanket. All right, next, yoga toes. If it's cold, I might have some yoga toe socks, always good. And then a foam roller. This is just a really cheap one from Five Below, and it gets the job done. Very nice, good to roll out whatever needs to be done. I do hips, I T-band, thighs, like the quads and the back often. And then, what I do with my balls. I don't know what I did with my balls, but I have more balls, so it's okay. I have 2 yoga tune-up balls, and they're the size of like these. So a tennis ball, and then this is a super bounce ball that's $1, and you can get this at Party City. So more like inexpensive options than the yoga balls. The yoga tune-up balls that I seem to have misplaced are kind of squishy, like this rubber one, and I like that. Same, with a tennis ball, it has some give. Don't use a lacrosse ball. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself something that has give. So that's, this size, and then I have a bigger one. So a bigger ball to work on different areas. And then for feet, I have a spiky ball, and then I have like a little spiky roller as well. And then if I'm feeling, some neck issues, this I got from a chiropractor. This goes behind the neck and is supposed to help bring back the cervical curvature. Also, a foam wedge. This is great. I don't use this a lot, but it's great with Warrior One pose. We went over that 2 classes ago. It's my kryptonite, Warrior One pose. I tell you, that pose is something. So in this bag, I have a little mat, and it has spikes on it. So it's my bed of nails, I like to call it. And you can step on this. You can lay on it. I like to lay on it and kind of move a little, so I'm putting more pressure in areas. So it's like acupressure, or it hits different points and helps those areas release. And I think that is everything. So if you have any questions about any of that, let me know. There's always, name brands, and then there's always more inexpensive options as well. And I've played with different things, so I know what I like and what I would suggest. So if you do have any questions, let me know. Hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.